I so best of me, Caramaya ono, Okuna Bledro, Okuna Bleja, Caramaya, I so best of me, Caramaya ono, Okuna Bledro, Okuna Bleja, Bamagari, I so best of me, Caramaya ono. Rajoko ayo miao miao ya Caraba vira obo tebe, Mare Maoi. Rajoko ayo miao miao ya Caraba vira obo tebe, Owe Maoi. Caraba vira obo tebe, Hosu wavio, Yochu wavio, We Maoi. Caraba vira obo tebe. Rajoko ayo miao miao ya Caraba vira obo tebe, Owe Maoi. Caraba vira obo. Rajoko ayo miao miao ya Caraba vira obo tebe, Owe Maoi. Caraba vira obo tebe, Hosu wavio, Yochu wavio.
Ladies and gentlemen, first we wish to thank you all for your quick response to our short notice for this very important press conference. You could recall that between 2019 and 2021, our footprints were all over Keta Municipal Assembly, over a series of press conferences and demonstrations over allegations of corruptions and abuse of power in the Keta Municipal Assembly under Honorable Godwin Yao Efa, including some staff of the Assembly and its management. In view of the above, we, the citizens of Keta, launched a vigorous campaign themed Save Keta Now agenda and introduced Honorable Emmanuel Gamaga to the public as the one who could help us resolve all issues in the Keta municipality when appointed as the municipal chief executive. Friends in the media, ladies and gentlemen, it is sad to inform you that appointment of Honorable Emmanuel Gamaga as MCE for Keta has not changed the story of Keta Municipal Assembly and, for that matter, the municipality as a whole. In fact, we can testify that the previous leaders are even better than Honorable Emmanuel Gamaga. Exactly. Choboy. Hey. Friends in the media, we are now going to talk about Primus, fuel dealings, and other matters. Ladies and gentlemen, as part of the state's support to artisanal fisheries in Ghana, the government of Ghana has established a national Primus secretariat to supply Primus fuel through the oil marketing companies to be sold to artisanal fishermen throughout the 4 coastal fishing administrative regions of the country. This also saw the establishment of land-based committees to deepen the decentralization of the Primus fuel and its sales. However, sale of consignment to fisher folks in the Keta Municipal Assembly of the Volta region has been bedeviled with improprieties, lack of transparency and accountability, and abuse of power by various MCE and DCS. And it is worse under the leadership of Honorable Emmanuel Gamaga in the Keta Municipal Assembly. Friends, it is obvious that in Ghana, fish and fisheries are integral parts of livelihood, culture, and heritage in all coastal fishing communities. And this makes important contributions to socio-economic development and well-being of the people, especially the people of Keta Municipal Assembly. The sector also estimated to approximately employ 6 million persons in the value chain in Ghana, which transforms to 20% of the entire population. Nadonyajanya. Arotowe Broni. Seke Jolly. Chiamegal. Seke Jolly. Chiamegal. Paparapae. Ajelashiwo. Paparapae. Ajelashiwo. Na hopleka mijo. Akokoroko akuna. Arajo Ochiga. To continue with, despite this enormous importance, the local fish resources and management are suffering the combined effects of weak governance, abuse of power, lack of transparency, heavy exploitation, in some cases, marine and ecosystems poor management practices which emanate from various reasons for this unacceptable situation at both official and practitioner levels. But the primary reasons all boil down to a failure in fisheries, governance and dialogue in Ghana. Nevertheless, fish and fisheries are integral parts of livelihood, culture and heritage in the coastal fishing communities of the Keta Municipal Assembly, and it makes important contributions to the socio-economic and well-being of the people of Volta and, for that matter, Ghana at large. Friends in the media, ladies and gentlemen, colleague fishers, fish processors, and other necessary stakeholders. The Municipal Chief Executive for Keta Municipal Assembly, Honorable Emmanuel Gamaga, has allotted himself and that of self-imposed premise fuel committees autocratic powers on regular basis, including illegally denying fishermen from receiving taxpayer-subsidized premise fuel, which is very critical for going to sea on their various expeditions. Without premise fuel, ordinary fisherfolk cannot enjoy their occupation, and this would expose them to loss of livelihood, food insecurity, potential lawlessness, unrest, and conflicts in the communities, which are very eminent. We, the concerned youths of the Keta municipality, who are mainly fishermen, are therefore petitioning the interim president, the acting president of Ghana National Canoe Fishermen Council, to stop the MCE for Keta from his autocratic leadership towards the communities, which is not only denying the people their due, but also selfishly tarnishing the image of government of the day, as well as the dependent agencies and institutions that are linked with fisheries. As part of the state's support to artisanal fisheries in the country, the government of Ghana established the National Premise Fuel Committee, which is the apex structure having oversight responsibility over the National Premise Fuel Secretariat to equitably supply premise fuel throughout and through the oil marketing companies to be sold to the artisanal fishermen in all communities in all the 4 coastal fishing regions of the country. However, equitable distributions and the sales of consignments to fisher folks in the coastal sector of the Volta region has been drawn into improprieties. That is, unpredictability by authorities, lack of openness, transparency, and accountability by the MCE and his associates within the artisanal fishing industry. And currently we learn with close associates and cohorts of some clueless chief fishermen who are cluelessly leading him astray into this catastrophe. Friends in the media, ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Gamaga, since February 2022 till date, has abused his powers as the MC of Keta Municipal Assembly to illegally obtain 40 jerrycan yellow gallons of premise fuel, making 1,000 liters on each premise fuel consignment from a total of 9 fishing landed beaches and their associate committees across the Keta Municipal Assembly. Vis-a-vis Hovi, Keji, Vojan, Ajido, Keji Kope, Abutia Kope, Jelu Kope, Nukpese Kope, and Tete Copper. Any fishing land beach committee that refuses to comply with these directive of his is put into the bad books of the MCE and is made to suffer unwarranted consequences. To mention better few, Voja and Ajido as major fishing community in the municipality has been unfairly and arbitrarily blacklisted by the MCE, and since June 2022 has not received even a pint of premise fuel, which is essential item because they have refused to abide by the illegal request of the MCE. Voja and Ajido explained that the communities are hosts of more canoes which are as many as motorized which also use premise fuel, and for which their monthly consignment is not enough, thereby forcing the resident fishermen to seek premise fuel from other sources at expensive costs. And the MCE will have none of it and is unfairly and illegally and partially punishing the community for insisting on their rights as law-abiding citizens. The community has, however, since January 2022, received only 2 consignments in February and May, respectively. Friends in the media, ladies and gentlemen, in April 2022, 1 premise fuel consignment meant for Nukpese Copper Land Beach Committee was diverted to another location.
It's very true.
Choboy!
Hey!
Choboy!
Hey!
The diverted premise fuel consignment was arrested together with the driver of the vehicle, including one Geoffrey James Oklu, who is currently the secretary to the Land Beach Committee of Nukpese Copper, who is always found in the official vehicle of the MCE for Keta, a close ally, a friend, and a practitioner in crimes. This matter became a national issue that brought the fisheries minister to Keta to sell the premise fuel to the fishers by herself. And our brother and the hard-working assembly member for Anglo Afiadenigba Jehe Ablame electoral area, Honorable Gilbert Kobla Kekle, took the matter to Iyoko for investigation and possible prosecution. The police in Keta are also not doing anything about the case since they arrested Geoffrey James Oklu. We want to ask, is Geoffrey James Oklu above the laws of Ghana because he is a close ally to the MCE for Keta?
That's it.
Is this the Save Keta agenda we worked for, we toiled for, we shed our blood for? Because of all these developments, Nukpese Copper and Vui Tete Copper are being denied premise fuel consignments. Godwin Lumo, the secretary of Vui Tete Copper Land Beach Committee, was also sacked by Honorable Gemaga Emmanuel just because he demanded for transparency and accountability for that particular Land Beach Committee's proceedings. Friends in the media, ladies and gentlemen, the above meeting, which I have reference to, participants including Chief Fisherman Ekpe Honusala of Vui Tete Copper, Chief Fisherman Seth Kede of Jalu Copper, Chief Fisherman Yaovi Gada of Abuja Copper, Chief Fisherman Michael Bumegbe of Kaji Copper, Chief Fisherman Papaga Kevewo of Hovi, Chief Fisherman Richmond K. Jiage of Ajido, Secretary to the committee Bright City Oklu, Jalu Copper, Secretary to the committee, Ambrose Bodo Abutiakope. Secretary to the committee, Pomeric Vincent Kejikope. Secretary to the committee, Bright Adika Ajido. Secretary to the committee, Famous Boja of Voja. Secretary to the committee, Enoch Babanao of Keji. Secretary to the committee, Michael Kpoti of Hovi. And Secretary to the committee, Geoffrey James Oklo of Nkwesekope. The National Premise Fuel Secretariat has released new premise fuel prices, and effective Saturday 16, 2023, the new prices are as follows. Price per liter is 5 cedis and 7 pesos. Price per gallon is 22 cedis 82 pesos. And oil marketing company amounting to 65,880 Ghana cedis. With the above release, fishermen are to purchase a yellow gallon, that is 7 gallons by 22 Ghana cedis 82 pesos. That will be 159 cedis 74 pesos. But fishers actually buying same at an exorbitant price of 210 Ghana cedis instead of the approved 159 Ghana cedis 75 pesos. Approximately 160 Ghana cedis. Therefore, by simple calculation, 210 Ghana cedis multiplied by 420 yellow gallons amounted to 88,200 Ghana cedis, and OM's amount deducted 65,880 cedis. The above implies that 88,200 minus 65,880 will give you 22,320 Ghana cedis as profit margin for the dealers. For each consignment. Choboy! Choboy! Our investigations, however, revealed that out of the profit margin accruing, the Honorable Emmanuel Gamaga shares the profit 15,600 and 6,720, which is the balance of the profit margin. The community's share is deducted from it, which is 53% of the amount, which is 1,100. 5,620 is now shared among Landing Beach Committee members. 15,600 profit margin per any Landing Beach Committee that receive fuel consignment cannot be accounted for by the Honorable MCE Emmanuel Gamaga. Meanwhile, is the one receiving the money. Where is the money? Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about some few happenings in the Keta Municipal Assembly itself. Friends in the media, ladies and gentlemen, under the leadership of Honorable Emmanuel Gamaga, the Keta reclaimed lands are in the hands of people who are not the real beneficiaries of the lands. Meanwhile, Honorable Gamaga promised the people of Keta to retrieve all the reclaimed lands allocated to people illegally. Choboy! Hey. In April 2023, IOCO is also investigating Keta Municipal Assembly with regards to the commercial hostel construction at Keta. Why should this be happening under the leadership of Honorable Emmanuel Gamaga? Before Honorable Emmanuel Gamaga was appointed MC for Keta, there were some issues about Keta PWD yard project where the assembly members took up the matter and finally agreed on a 750,000 as the cost for the project. Honorable Gamaga led his executive committee and reviewed the cost to 882,687.35 pesos. Illegal sand winning at the beaches of Keta is still ongoing under the watch of Honorable Gamaga, and he looks on unconcerned. Is it because of the gains he also gets, or because of weakness or lackadaisical attitude? Friends in the media, ladies and gentlemen, we, the concerned youth of Keta, are calling on our chiefs, other necessary stakeholders, including the President of Republic of Ghana, to take some remedial actions against Honorable Emmanuel Gamaga and his associates to save Keta from collapsing. We are calling on the members of the Land Bridge committees to resign immediately. Honorable Emmanuel Gamaga must refund all illegal monies he collected in the course of premise fuel sales and other dealings to the fishermen, the nets, the outboard motors that belong to the fishermen. Honorable Emmanuel Gamaga must render public accounts to all 9 fishing communities on the whereabouts of the 53% proceeds from premise fuel sales meant for the fishing communities. Keta Municipal Assembly must survive. Keta Municipal Assembly must survive. Keta Municipal Assembly must survive. Long live concerned youth of Keta. Long live Keta Municipal Assembly. Long live Anglo-Lang. Long live Volta region. Long live Ghana. And long live the fisheries community. For media relations.
Hey, what's up? Like in Domia, Yakatani Mokponko, Mienya. You don't know Stoneboy, Everlove TV. Yalem Kuranwe. All right.